Hello everybody, now I would like to talk about trigonometric functions integration. We have different rules. We will use them to get the integration for any trigonometric function. Let u be a differentiable function of x, then the integral for number 1, the first rule, the integral for cosine u with respect to, it will be sine u plus the constant of integration. Rule 2. The integral for sine u du, it is negative cosine u plus c. Here u like u. Okay? The third rule. Number 3. The integral for secant square u with respect to u. It is tangent u plus the constant of integration. Number 4. The integral for cosecant square u with respect to u. Then it is negative cotangent u plus the constant of integration. Number 5. The integral for secant u tangent u with respect to u like u here. It is secant u plus the constant of integration. Number 6. Integral for cosecant u cotangent u with respect to u. It is negative cosecant u plus c. Here secant, cosecant square cotangent, secant square tangent. These are the opposite rules for the derivative for the trigonometric functions. For examples, how to apply these rules. Example 1. Find integral for 2 cosine x dx. 2 is a constant, we can take it out. Then we have integral for cosine x dx. Here x like x, then you can apply the rule. The integral for cosine is sine. Then it will be 2 sine x plus c. Example 2. Find 3x squared cosine x cubed dx. Here cosine x cubed, its derivative is 3x squared. Then you can put or let u is equal to x cubed. Then du is 3x squared dx. Now we have 3x squared dx here. It is du. Then you can change the form of the question to cosine x cubed cosine u. 3x squared dx, it is du. Then the rule for cosine u is what? Is sine u plus the constant of integration. Then u is what? U is x cubed. Then it will be sine x cubed plus the constant of integration. Example 3. Or you can do this example by another way. Here you can write cosine x cubed dx cubed. Then dx cubed is what? 3x squared dx. Then this one like this one, u like u, or x cubed like x cubed. Then the integral for cosine, then this is cosine u du. Okay, then it will be what? It will be sine x cubed plus the constant of integration directly. Number 3. Integral for secant square 4x dx. Here 4x is not equal to x. The rule is u like u, secant square u du. But here for x you can put let u is equal to 4x, which is mean du is, if you differentiate both sides, it will be 4 dx. This means dx is equal to 1 over 4 du. Now you can substitute by these values in the given. It will be secant square 4x, it is what? It is u. dx, it will be 1 over 4 du. Now you get the form. Then apply the rule. It will be 1 over 4 secant square, its integration is tangent u plus the constant of integration. But u is what? It is 4x. Then it will be 1 over 4 tangent 4x plus c. Or you can solve it directly here by what? Here you have 4x, then here we have 4. We want to change x to 4x like it. Then what is the derivative for 4x? Here the differential for 4x, it is 4. Then you will divide by 1 over 4. You will divide by 4. Secant square 4x. Now 4x like 4x. The differential for 4x is 4. 4 divided 4, it will be 1. Then you will multiply by 4 here and divide by 4 here. Then now you can apply the rule. It will be 1 over 4 secant square u du. Okay? This function like this function. Then it will be 1 over 4 tangent 4x plus the constant of integration. Okay. Number 4. Integrate tangent square x with respect to x. We don't have a rule for tangent square, but we have different identity for trigonometric functions. You know that number 1, sine square x plus cosine square x is equal to 1. 1 plus tangent square x is equal to secant square x. 1 plus cotangent square x is it is cotangent square x. Okay. Now tangent square is what? Is secant square minus 1. Then you can convert this question to tangent square x, change it to 1, secant square x minus 1 with respect to x. And you have a rule for secant square. The integral for secant square, it is what? It is tangent x. And the integral for 1 with respect to x, it will be 1x minus x plus the constant of integration. Then the integral for tangent square is tangent x minus x plus the constant of integration. Okay, number 5. Find the integral for cosecant x plus sine x multiplied by cosecant x dx. To solve this question, you can multiply cosecant by cosecant. It will be cosecant square x plus sine x multiplied by cosecant x with respect to x. It will be cosecant square, sine is its reciprocal is cosecant, then sine x multiplied by its reciprocal, it will be 1. which is mean cosecant square, its integration is what? It is negative cotangent x. The integral for 1 with respect to x, it will be x plus the constant of integration. Okay, number 6. Find integral for secant square radical x divided by radical x with respect to x. Okay, here the integral for secant square is tangent, but here radical x and here is x. They are not equal. Then let u is equal to radical x, which is mean u is equal to x to the power half. This means du is equal half x to the power negative half dx, which is mean du is equal to 1 over 2 radical x dx. Or, okay. Then dx over radical x is 2 du. 2 du is equal to dx over radical x. Replace everything here. It will be secant square u, and dx over radical x, it will be 2 du. 2 is a constant, then it will be 2 multiplied by the integration of secant square u du. Then it will be 2. What is the integration for secant square? It is tangent. U plus the constant of integration. Now replace u by its value, then it will be 2 tangent radical x plus c. Okay. Or you can do it directly. If you replace x to radical x here, I want to write this one d radical x, and here secant square radical x. But the differential for radical x is what? Half x power negative half dx. Okay. Then here you will multiply by 2. Now radical x like radical x. Okay. Then apply the rule. It will be 2 tangent radical x plus c. I think the same answer. Okay. Example 7. Find integral for sine square 4x cosine 4x dx. How to do this question? You know that the derivative for sine is cosine, and the derivative for cosine is negative sine. You can do it by here x, but here 4x and here 4x. They are different. Then let u is equal to 4x to change 4x and x to both to the same letter. Okay. If u is equal 4x, this means du is 4 dx. This means 1 over 4 du is equal dx. Now sine square for x will be integral for sine square u. Cosine for x, it will be cosine u. dx is 1 over 4 du. Then you can write what? You can write integral for 1 over 4 sine square u cosine u du. Now cosine u is the derivative for sine u, sorry. The derivative for sine is cosine. Then we have the derivative for the function. Then apply the power rule. Then it will be 1 over 4 sine square u. It will be sine cube u. Divide by 3 plus c. This means it will be 1 over 12 sine cube u is what? Is 4x plus c. Thank you for watching.